Alright, here in the canyons of Tulare and Kern County. Look how dry those mountains look. You think we're going to find a salamander in this? I don't know. I got my doubts, man. But, it sounds like Smet Logic. I'm saying man today. Sound like Smet Logic is a good thing if you want to find herps, though. Just got to be honest. It's a trippy thing. It's really trippy. But we're going to herp this little talus slide. And even though we're in this dry country, in theory, it's pretty cold. They've gotten a lot of rain lately up here in the Kern and Tulare County area, so we're looking for a little endemic slender salamander to California. Maybe it happens. Well, it took about a half hour of flipping little talus rocks along this hillside and seeing a lot of centipedes. But there's our quarry. Fairview Slender Salamander, unique to just a few square miles of the Kern River Gorge in Kern and Tulare counties, California. At that spot where just across the road and across the Kern River, the mountains are ridiculously dry. And this hillside, honestly, if you get away from some of the trees, is also very dry. There are just a few pockets of microhabitat where it's pretty moist. The weather's been good lately. Very lucky to start the morning with this guy so quickly. That is so cool. California endemic, Fairview Slender Salamander, Batrachoseps bramii. Just a little California scenery on this morning drive here. Like our first spot, this looks very, very dry and grasslandy over here. We're on the Kern County side of the Kern River Gorge or Canyon now. We're looking for yellow blotched and satinas. First spot didn't work out so hot, so it's probably because I didn't say trippy beforehand. So we're going to say it here, it's going to be trippy. This side a little more vegetated, but we'll see if we can find a creek bottom or something and see what happens. And even if we don't find any, what a good day so far. Fairview Slender and just a lot of very pretty habitat. So this right here, I believe, is a gregarious slender salamander. We are in the Sequoia region of California, but not in the national park. Kind of along a stream ravine in this really pretty like sycamore forest. You just see the sycamore leaves like scattered everywhere on the ground. Sycamore tree right in front of me with the spotted bark. It's like we're in a Steinbeck novel. These guys are unique to the foothills of the Sierra Nevada, kind of the lower elevations of the Sierra Nevada, all the way from like, I want to say Mariposa County on down to the northern part of Tulare, where we are in Tulare County. Nice little flip there. Another California endemic slender. We're going to get some pictures, roll his log back, and leave him be. Alright, apologies for car noise, folks. The side of that road where I was filming the talus habitat, this, under a rock at the base of a little limestone outcrop, this is a large juvenile limestone salamander, Hydromantes brunus, unique to about maybe 10-20 square miles of the central California Sierra Nevada foothills. This is my first ever salamander from the genus Hydromantes, which is unique to California. Its cousins up north, the Shasta salamanders, live near the town of Redding, California. Wonderful little critter, and the juveniles have that like yellow speckling on the back. There's the habitat just at the base of this moist, mossy rock outcrop under that rock. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. So we're going to get some pictures and then make sure he gets back under his rock safely. PSA like we did at the beginning of this video with the gloves and the bleach and everything is, especially when you're in California salamandering, where it's so dry in the summer, you really want to put rocks back exactly as you found them if you possibly can, because if not, they're going to lose their moisture seal. And it's very clear to me that somebody has been here in the past, you know, a couple days or a week looking for these as well, and did not do a very good job putting rocks back. So just PSA, try to put the rocks back as you found them, especially if you're looking for salamanders somewhere that gets dry. They really need that microhabitat. Wow, what a find. Still at that same talus slope about 10 minutes after finding the limestone, and look what I turn up here. This is a Hell Hollow Slender Salamander, one of the rarer slender salamanders in Central California. I had great doubts I was going to find this one. I was about to just pack it up and say, well, limestone, that's a good drive up to the name of this little area that I'm not going to say. You know, it was a good ways, but it was worth it to get that limestone. We'll just flip a few more rocks and be done. But he's out. Batrachoseps diabolicus. Only lives in a little patch of Mariposa and I think Madera County, and then they go a little bit north, like up into Placer and El Dorado County, I think. But anyway, very restricted range, very rare to see these guys on the surface because they live at such low elevation in places that get so hot in the summer, they're almost always underground. But wonderful, wonderful to go 2 of 2 here with our possible lifers. Such a nice looking slender too. I don't know if it shows up well, maybe it's a little too much glare, but he's got kind of a orangey red pattern going on the back. Maybe if I change the lighting that'll work better. Anyway, Hell Hollow Slender Salamander. So here's that Hell Hollow Slender from the other side. I was hoping if I went this way some of the glare off them would stop and you could see that pattern, but that's not really happening, unfortunately. Anyway, little nice view of him on some contrasting green moss. Question: when this is where you're herping, can you lose even if you don't see anything? We're trying for our next slender here after seeing that Hell Hollow a couple hours ago. The one we're looking for here is called Kings River Slender Salamander. I'll let you guess what that river is. Might be something about a monarch's title, I don't know. Something like that. Alright folks, this is a Kings River Slender. Man, the slenders are being really nice today, in stark contrast to yesterday and the day before. They're just showing up for us. Unbelievable. This guy is unique to the little stretch of the Kings River Canyon where we are. I believe we're in Fresno County right now. Yeah, we're definitely in Fresno County. This is lifer salamander number 6. Very interesting Batrachoseps, or slender salamander, just like a lot of the others we've seen. You know, this guy lives in pretty dry habitat. If you look up at that ridge, you know, it looked very much like rattlesnake, or, you know, and then look across the street, right, and across the river. There's like hardly any trees on that mountainside. It's all chaparral, or chaparral, however you say that, like Mediterranean vegetation. But they pick out little moist enclaves or little moist microhabitat on north-facing slope like this that are just a little bit shaded, little bit mossy. They carve out a living there, and even there they only come out, you know, late winter, early spring after rains. So very lucky to see this guy.